Welcome to Rippers Gaming. Today we'll be going over some FV4005, aka the Pooh Barn, aka the Shit Barn footage. What you can expect when you get this mighty fine tank in Cold War Era 1. It's a great tank if you have a bad day to take your frustrations out on fellow players. Or, you know, just like to wreck the other team. So we got Siegfried line. Actually, I did get probably the best spawn position for this tank in the match, in my personal opinion. I like to sit back and snipe until you need to step up and move forward and do some damage. I generally run the Hesh rounds because they cost a little bit more, but you rarely lose money on this tank if you can, land a shot or two. Plus, it does, I believe it's 1450 alpha, where the standard rounds are 1150. Though the standard rounds have a higher penetration value, so that's something to keep in consideration. I'm not going to talk through the whole video, but I definitely do a lot of hill peeking, which is a good strategy with this tank because you're as big as a barn, and you're like a shell magnet. So I will just interject when need be. But here we go. First victim, and then 50 Sherman. I feel for those guys. Yeah, that's definitely a wretched wargaming tank. Thank you, Wargaming, for making us go through that to get to the rest of the line. Full honesty, I had actually forgotten to upgrade the barrel on this, which does reduce the shell load time a bit, and I did not have my consumables set up right. It's a Centurion 2, took a bit of damage here. They can bounce if you didn't hit them right. I didn't aim my shot well. So I'll have a Conway to look forward to in the future. But yes, the consumable that I should have had instead of the fire extinguisher would probably have been the rations, because that does really speed up your reload time on top of having the correct barrel. Oops. Mr. Conway, did not quite finish him off, but did put a world of hurt into him, make him rethink his life choices for sure. Like I say, the one drawback of this tank, other than being a shell magnet, is also the reload time. Like I say, you can whittle that down, learn some patience, take up some knitting, get a little side hobby while playing this tank. Never hurts at all. So, seen it. Could have had the M50 Sherman too easy, but I really wanted that Centurion because he's more of a threat. And he's been deleted. We're currently up to 4,402 damage. And reloading. A common theme with this tank, just to warn you. So if you don't have patience, don't play this tank. There's an M50 Sherman again, but like I said, the greater threat is another Pooh Barn, which I did put 1309 into the side of him. And again, making him go back up and rethink his life choices and his tank choice possibly for this match. And 50 Sherman, he's just begging for it, but I'm trying to get ahead of him to lead the shot, but the turrets on these things kind of move slow, and I don't have anything to really speed it up. I prefer keeping a live crew, though I could be running a gas can, which would help with the turret rotation and whatnot, but I've chosen not to on this particular setup. So we are up 4 tanks. Time to get a little more aggressive, because we can. Oh, there's an M50 Sherman. You really want that terrain line too, but you will have to wait. Now we are up by 7. Pretty much a slaughter at this point. It's clean up. It is still... Sometimes, I rarely do this. I call them pixel shots. It's pretty close to a pixel shot, not quite, but I mean, statistically speaking, I should not take this shot, but I did to end the match with a win. So that is it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Rippers Gaming.